Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with Foolish Mortals. But let's have a quick catch up to where we're at with the old voodoo recipes. So, we have the coffin nails, we've got the bone fragment, we've got the rum, we've got the silver coin. I think we know where to get the gunpowder, although not to get how to get at it. That's at the fort. Like feathers and chalk, not so sure about at this point. However, we have a recently enweightened fish. Let's hang it on the scale and see if this results in something. We're going to take it into the Captain's Club anyway and try and sell it to them.
Mac, does that say what I think it does? You been holding back on me. That breaks Scribb's record.
McCallan! How does it feel to have decimated the town record in your first few hours on the island?
How did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now, I'm asking the questions here. Where'd you get the fish, McCallan?
Well, it was a mighty battle on the southern coast. Its fins strong as a motor, its mouth as fierce as a tiger's. I paused dramatically to allow my fishing prowess to wash over me.
What rod did you use?
Wooden one?
I mean, what make?
You know, I didn't use a rod.
You caught the fish without a rod?
It was more one-on-one. Mono, fisho.
You wrestled a fish?
And I won.
Well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story in the next edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette. And this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
I've got to hand it to you, Mac. That fish is a whopper. I don't know how you got it, but as long as it keeps Squid quiet at the porch party tomorrow, I ain't complaining.
I'd had enough of carrying these suspiciously heavy fish around. I decided to leave it there.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, that's not at all what I thought we'd be doing with it. Huh. What did I gain out of that? Well, I'm going to be in the newspaper? Let's see if it's changed anything in the office here.
Murphy! Have you seen the cover of the evening edition? I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple, unsophisticated. Makes it all the more surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it framed.
That'll cost you.
Shall I have a look at it? Will that get me into the Captain's Club?
Hey, those cost money, you know.
But it has my photograph on it.
The Do Not Serve board down at Spinelli's bar has my photograph on it, but that doesn't mean I can just pick it up and walk out with it, does it?
Alright, what about whatever this is?
I'd like to buy a newspaper.
A cent?
Finally, I get something out of you loitering in here. That'll be 1 cent, please.
There we go. Them's were the days, huh?
I picked up the
for
newspaper.
a cent.
The fewer people that saw it, the better.
The newcomer breaks fishing record. That's me. Yeah, I'll show it to the guy at the Captain's Club. I don't know how that's going to get me in, though. I guess I'm not selling him the big heavy fish. See if it impresses him.
I didn't think the maitre d' would...
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is it? It's not that impressive. Okay, I was expecting that to gain me entrance into here, so that's slightly annoying. Who else could I impress with the newspaper? I don't know, really. Okay, that wasn't quite how I expected that to play out. Tell you what, let's, Oh, that's something that was open, wasn't it? What was that? That is... through the passageway. So that is the... Can't remember what this building is. Oh, the jewelry shop. Okay.
Oh, my second customer of the night. I don't know if I can handle such a rush. Welcome, young man, to Doubloon's Jewelry. Oh, the riches to fill your breeches. Jewels, silver, gold, the finest things for you to behold. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name's Murphy McCallan.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. My name's Jasper Crumb, owner and proprietor. Are you looking for something valuable while you're here on the island?
Yeah, you could say
Funnily
that.
enough, I am.
Is there a special someone in your life? Looking for an apology gift, perhaps? I've sold more missed anniversary necklaces and drunken fumble earrings than I can count.
No, I don't need anything like that.
Then how about something for yourself? You look like a working man. Could I interest you in a pocket watch?
Actually, I had one up until about an hour ago. Traded it to a glowing green guy for a magic pouch. As the words left my lips, I realized I sounded like a character from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Pardon me?
I'm just here to browse.
Browse away, young man. I'll be here if you need me.
So it says, you probably noticed this already, but it says free polishing on all purchases. Can I convince him that I bought this here?
Excuse me, would you be able to polish a brooch for me?
Let me take a look. Oh, well, 18-karat yellow gold, filigree wirework in a handcrafted floral motif, and round, brilliant cut ruby. If I'm not mistaken, made to fit a music box?
That's right. How did you know that?
I know my own handiwork anywhere. Now, how did you get a hold of it?
Oh, just a gift.
What a generous gift indeed. Well, we do offer free polishings on all items purchased here, so I'd be very happy to shine her up for you. Please, bear with me for a moment.
Right, while he's doing that, shall I... I was wondering if I
The
could
neck
catch...
of the bottle was far too...
Yeah, if I could take the goldfish, maybe?
There we go, shining like a firefly's rear end. I'm afraid the clasp on the back has broken off. You weren't planning on wearing it soon, were you?
I wasn't planning on wearing it at all.
There's no shame in indulging yourself every once in a while. Lord knows I can appreciate the comfort and empowerment a pair of hosiery can bring. Anyway, we don't have any replacement clasps in stock, but I can put it in order. In the meantime, here's a button magnet that should hold it in place, as long as you're not too vigorous with it.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat.
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for lost treasure.
I'd say you found it. Everything inside these four walls is a treasure, handmade to the finest quality.
I mean a specific treasure. The lost treasure of Bellemore Manor.
Well, if you find it, bring it in here for an appraisal. I'll give you a good price for it. But that's a pretty big if, isn't it?
What do you know about Bellemore Manor?
Oh, it's a tragedy what went on there. But I know what I think. Black magic.
Black magic?
That's right. While some of us make an honest living around these parts, there are others who are lured in by the darker depths of the sea.
Who do you think that was?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Abigail used to stop by here all the time, taking a gander at the rings and the necklaces. She was a lovely young girl who always saw the best in people. And Mr. Rackham, he was a model for how to run a good business. Honest and decisive. Now, that only leaves one person, doesn't it?
The sailor?
Exactly. I'd heard rumors about black magic going on inside Bellemore Manor. I think he was casting his spell on Abigail, making her fall in love with him. Why else would someone as rich as her want to marry someone like him? He certainly couldn't afford the rings and necklaces that caught her eye. I think, come the night of the wedding, she wised up. That's why she decided to marry Mr. Rackham after all. A much more responsible choice for the company.
How's business tonight?
You're not a millionaire with an enraged fiancé, are you?
I'm not, no.
I didn't think so. Then business tonight is about as lively as a snail drinking decaf. The only other customer I had in here tonight was more interested in the provenance of fossils than the shiny stuff. Booked a private viewing, and then didn't buy anything. Can you believe it? The first time in weeks the shop gets a private viewing, and all they're interested in is bones.
You sell fossils, too?
I sell all the treasures of the earth. If it's under the ground and I can sell it, I'm interested.
I hear Burke and Hare had the same philosophy. What are you selling?
We specialize in jewelry and precious stones. Rings, necklaces, earrings, and brooches in this cabinet to my left. Gems, geodes, and fossils in this cabinet to my right. You'd be surprised at how much of an impact some stones can make. My family can tell you that. We also offer a free polishing service on all purchases from the shop. Just bring it in and we'll shine it up for you. Our little thank you to our loyal customers.
How do you know what jewelry was purchased here?
I handcraft everything this shop sells. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of our wares, Mr. McCallan, going back decades.
What's the most valuable thing in here?
I suppose that depends on how you value things, doesn't it?
In dollars and cents?
Yes, I used to value things that way. But a lack of business has a way of making you more philosophical about these things. Now I'd say the most valuable thing here is Granny.
Granny? Your grandmother
Is
is
that
in
going to be
here?
the fish?
That's right, in the fishbowl. Granny is my goldfish.
You named your goldfish Granny?
Yes, it was the most wondrous thing. The same day my grandmother Bethesda died, I was out at the local fun fair, and I won this goldfish on the ring toss. When we got home, every time we mentioned Bethesda, that little fish jumped out of the water and back on in. We think Granny's passed on into that fish. What do you think?
I mean this with no disrespect, but I think that's the craziest thing I've come across tonight, and I had a ghost bride trying to kill me.
We all have our quirks.
But don't goldfish only live for a few years? If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime around the middle of the last century.
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, Granny's spirit hops into a new fish. We must be on Granny number 44 by now.
I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
It was an expensive-looking jeweler's microscope used to inspect gems and jewelry up close.
Shall I try and have a look at this through the microscope?
While the microscope was meant for jewelry, I was confident I'd already revealed this brooch's secrets.
What else have we got? Could I look at the voodoo recipe under
There was
this?
something intriguing about the manuscript, but I wouldn't have known what I was looking for with the microscope.
I'll show it to him.
What do you think of this manuscript?
That looks like exactly the sort of black magic that plagued Captain Crumb. Whew, sends a shudder right through me.
Okay. Anything else I could show him that might be interesting? Show him the newspaper that we're in.
Look! I broke the island's fishing record.
Well done, my boy. Was there any prize money?
No, I just had my photograph taken.
What a shame. You might have been able to buy something if there had been.
What else we got? The polisher.
It was a gold leaf-covered carving of what looked like a goose.
Shall I have a look at Granny?
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live goldfish around with me. A small glass fishbowl sat on top of a cabinet, the goldfish inside swimming around happily. It was an ornate display cabinet. The cabinet was filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils next to a small sign that read, "Treasures of the Earth."
Okay. Wonder if that might be significant later on, fossils and stuff, don't
The
know.
cabinet proudly displayed all manner of gold and silver creations, watches, necklaces, pendants, and more, all made in-house by the jeweler.
Okay, well, I think that's given me what I need to get, well, to at least
What a
get...
nice young man. Isn't he, Granny? I couldn't have put it better myself.
to at least distract the cat at the fort. So let's try that.
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching the light and reflecting a red beam.
There we go. Gunpowder. Nice.
I took a handful of the spilled gunpowder.
Alright. Okay, so that's ingredient number
Nope.
5. What?
I
Oh, that's the...
I placed the
There we go.
gunpowder into the gree-gree.
Nice, nice.
The coat of arms depicted 4 lions surrounding a central flower, topped by a medieval tower.
I guess we may get in here at some point, but not yet. We don't need to right now, I don't think. I'm gonna go back to the mill. I feel like feathers is the obvious thing to do with the chicken coop. I'm not quite sure how to get the chicken out of it, though. Like,
The blast of air may have dislodged some feathers, but there was no chance of them flying out the small opening. I needed to lure the chicken out.
I lure a chicken with. I don't know. Threaten it with a knife?
Vandalizing the chicken coop wasn't quite my style.
Lure a chicken, hey?
I didn't... The chicken coop was already crooked enough, and I didn't want to damage it. Cluck, cluck! I tried to It was a ramshackle chicken coop with infrequent clucks emanating from within. That didn't work.
What would you lure a chicken with?
The twine would be more useful to me intact. That didn't work.
No inspiration for this. Press it with my prints in the
couldn't do
newspaper?
that.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, he was talking about making a false ID, wasn't he? I bet I could do that.
Carefully, I cut my photograph out of the newspaper.
I'm getting an idea.
That wasn't going...
How would I make a fake ID?
It was the telegram from...
McCallan, I don't... Since...
I didn't need... There may have been a coupon for a kazoo in the back of...
We can glue it onto something. I wonder if we can ask the... Who would kind of give me, like, an ID thing? Maybe we could talk to the lady with the printing press? I know I can use the molasses as a glue on that photo, but at the moment...
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
I don't have anything to glue it to.
Yes?
Hi! I've got a story for you. A big one. There are rum runners at the old church.
Keep your voice down, Motormouth. Do you want us to end up in the obituaries?
I thought you wanted a real scoop for the Gazette.
I do, just not one that gets me on the wrong side of the mob in the process. Pigeon elected mayor, cow does the high jump. Those are the types of stories that get eyes on the front pages.
But I thought journalists had a duty towards truth, justice, and society.
Where'd you get that poppycock idea? My duty is towards the circulation numbers. And while I'd love a shocker of a story, I'd rather not become the story, if you catch my drift.
What's in those filing cabinets?
Past issues of the paper, going all the way back to 1858. Of course, things were a lot more interesting when Dead Nettle was thriving. People, ships, and cargo coming and going. Lots to report on back then. More than the dregs I have to dress up now.
Why did the ships stop coming to Dead Nettle?
The Bellemore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold off. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
Do you have any back issues featuring the Bellemore Manor wedding?
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding, and disappeared along with everyone else. The newspaper had to close up shop for months while it was restaffed. This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
I think I better be going.
I've got my eye on you, McCallan. Don't even think about it.
I couldn't. I didn't want. I need.
Where would I get something related to being a ship captain? I mean, there's the voodoo guy. Also Ned, who worked at the docks. I'll have a quick chat with him, and then maybe we'll go back over to the steamboat. Let's see if the guy there might be able to help. Come on, just hurry up. There we go.
I decided to leave.
Alright. Not that then. I could try jimmying the lock. Maybe on the window?
That didn't. I did.
The poker? Ah.
With a bit of elbow grease, I levered up the window frame. Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spiderwebs, and to top it, one thing lay undisturbed, a small folded document which I picked up, along with an inadvertent 8-legged companion. Ugh! Ghost stories and haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Ah. Oh, the little space for our photo. B. Butterworth. 1923, so he... Okay, what does this say? Cornelius Knott as a captain. As a... does it have his date of birth or anything? I can't see anything like that. You know, it's 10 years ago it was stamped, which is fine. 23 years ago it's from, but I don't think I can do anything about that, but I can certainly glue my picture in it. So let's go back to the manor, isn't it? I want to take this path. Okay, it doesn't actually fast travel when I do that one. Okay, so what if we put that in the molasses?
I touched the back of the photograph to the molasses.
Yep. And now let's put that in the...
Thanks to the stickiness of the molasses, the photograph adhered nicely to the captain's license.
The date still bothers me, but I don't know if I can do anything about it. Let's just try and use it, I guess, and just see if it's okay. Yeah, so back to dead metal.
My credentials.
You're telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
I thought you said your name was Murphy McCallan.
That's right.
Then why does this say Captain Knott?
It's a pseudonym for marketing purposes. You've got to stand out nowadays. A cool name's a good way to do that. You didn't think Captain Hook was called Hook before the hand incident, did you? What would the odds of that have been?
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon soiree with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll accept this for tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. We don't open for another hour, but if you'd like, you can head up now to acquaint yourself.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's do that. Ooh, chalk. Chalk, chalk, chalk. That's what we want.
I picked up the cube of billiard chalk from the edge of the table.
Straight into the pouch.
I placed the chalk into the gree-gree.
Let's have a look. It's only the feathers now, is it not? Yeah. Last thing. Okay. We know where to get it. I don't know how to get it.
But the lack of balls and cues was going to be a roadblock. An elegant glass-paneled cabinet stood against the wall, holding billiards equipment and a sparkling trophy in the shape of an 8-ball. The cabinet was locked. That didn't. The glass front would have shattered if I tried to force it.
Come back to that at some point.
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me. The switch seemed to control the ceiling fans.
Okay, that might come into play later, I guess.
The door was locked.
Of course.
I couldn't do... That wasn't going... Nope. That wasn't going to work. That didn't. The glass front would have shattered if I...
Okay, so... Well, we got up here, we got the chalk. I mean, that was good. That's definitely good.
The ceiling fans were off.
Okay, well, let's leave for now. We got the one thing. I still don't know what to do about this lemon chicken.
I waited for the doors of the elevator to open, but nothing happened.
If you wish to use the elevator, I'm afraid to tell you it's broken. You'll have to endure the stairs.
Fair enough.
Just talk to him again.
I had nothing else to say to...
Alright, well.
The puppet show hadn't started yet.
How would you lure a chicken? I haven't seen anything like corn or anything being used or eaten anywhere. There's nothing at the church. I think the beach. Guess we're just going to go to all the locations again. This sack is actually... Okay, this sack is actually interactable
The gator
now.
disposed of, I turned my attention to the sack hanging from the crane. There was no apparent way to open it, but by the feel of it, it seemed to be filled with some kind of grain.
There we go. Okay, well, we should be able to get
The
it.
burlap sack was too...
Okay, well, we've got a knife.
I cut into the sack with the knife, revealing it to be full of corn.
Take it.
I took the corn from the sack.
Sweet. Okay, well, that was easy. We want to go to the mill.
I needed to think of something.
Yeah, what do I do? Let's just see how this works.
I scattered the corn on the path. Mere seconds later, it attracted the attention of the curious chicken. I was glad nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different. If the chicken didn't want me to touch it, perhaps a blast of air could do the trick.
There we go. Again, obviously they're white feathers, but I think it's fairly obvious what we do here. I'm going to go back to the newspaper office, and I guess we just
Anything to
dip
report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
Let's just dip them in the old printer ink.
Delicately, I dipped the feathers into the canister of ink. When they emerged, they were dyed jet black.
And with that, I think we have all
Place
the
the feathers
ingredients.
into the gree-gree. I'd done it. All 7 ingredients for the summoning spell. Now I needed to head back to the Spirit Queen.
Let's do it. She's back here again.
I thought I'd find you out here, McCallan.
How did you get out here before me?
Never mind that. This will be the last time, McCallan. I'm not your secretary. I don't know what you're up to out here, but I'll figure it out soon enough. But for now, let's hurry it up. These shoes are alligator skin, and I don't want the local fauna recognizing an old friend. Another telegram came through for you, marked urgent. Kip said you might be out here.
My boss again?
Got it in one.
McCallan, report back immediately. Received word Grimes is deceased. Lack of resources has made this a waste of time. And I've cottoned onto your little stunt with the Friday signatures. When you get back here, sorting mail is gonna be the least of your worries. Sid Sinclair, Sinclair Auditing Company.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On a night when I'd just seen a ghost, this telegram was almost more unbelievable. There was more to the Bellemore story than I could have ever imagined. Now I was being pulled away to a job I didn't want to work, a life I didn't want to live. Maybe it was time to do something a little foolish. Do I still have that prepaid reply?
Sure do. What do you want it to say?
Tell him I quit. I couldn't believe what I'd done. I'd quit my job and opened the first chapter in my own adventure. But without a job, I didn't have a salary. Without a salary, I wouldn't have a place to live. And it suddenly became more important than ever that I find that treasure. For me this time.
Murphy, have you found all 7 ingredients?
I have.
Wonderful! Now it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus.
The focus of the spell is whatever you are casting it upon. Bellemore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Bellemore Manor is what you must use to direct the spell.
Murphy, do you have an image of Bellemore Manor we can use?
Yeah, in his magazine thing.
Yes, Murphy, that will work. Place it inside the gree-gree as the final ingredient.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the gree-gree.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again. Open the gree-gree, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
With some trepidation, I took the gree-gree from my pocket and with a deep breath, opened it.
At last, I am free.
Servant, what's happening?
I was never your servant.
I am your master. You shall do my bidding, I command you.
Foolish mortal, you have served your purpose.
That's the
No
name of the
longer
game.
do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter. Now my true spirit form is freed.
Loa, do as I say.
You are of no more use to me.
Damn. Yeah, it could be time to get out
I
of here.
wasn't sure what I'd just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out, and fast. I needed to get out of the riverboat, and I I need to extinguish the fire to reach the door. Gazing into the spirit pool, I thought I could see formless faces gazing back at me.
Did I fill the bellows with water and spray it on
wasn't
fire?
going
Maybe not. Oh, water?
I filled the bottle with water from the spirit pool.
Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. Part 2. The Love Antidote.
As I opened my eyes, I realized I had no idea where I was. Hello? Hello? This wasn't good. I checked my hands and still seemed to be flesh and blood. What's happening? Where am I?
Welcome back to Bellemore Manor, Murphy McCallan. We didn't expect to see you again so soon.
What's going on? Am I dead?
Don't be so overdramatic, Murphy. You're still very much alive. But you're the only person in the house that is. I'm afraid your actions have caused a good bit of trouble for us inhabitants of the house.
What's happened?
Let's see if you can figure it out. We're about to play a song, and Murphy McCallan, this one is for you. All right, all you Bellemore Manor ghosts and ghouls, let's take it to a place where voodoo rules. Foolish mortal, do you know what you've done? A house of spirits, but we know of one with evil intentions, and now no preventions to all that evil scheme. You're now implicated in this complicated supernatural dream. You cast the spell, now the deed is done. Evil's free, the plan has just begun. Without your detection, we'll have no protection from the Machiavellian game. You set them loose, so you have to deduce who is ill and who is to blame. And self-detested, we'll ask you questions 3. Draw on clues to solve the mystery. The lover, the poor, the devil, oh God. Questions surrounded in doubt. The officer, bride, the sailor, or guide, Murphy. Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? The broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now, who is the lover?
I think the officer is the devil. I think the bride might be the pawn. Was it the sailor?
I think the sailor was the lover.
Someone in love, and their love is true. Is it return? What is there to do? They're caught in the middle of baffling riddles. Is love what can carry them through? The sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the pawn.
Bride is the pawn?
I think the bride was the pawn.
A bride in love, but in some evil curse, immersed in voodoo and things perverse. She cannot protest, and her mind's not possessed by things that only get worse.
Although I think I may have got those two back to front.
Wicked spirits in evil rebel. Tell us now who is the devil.
I think it's the officer.
I think the officer was the devil.
A phantom figure who's now in control. Black magic powers got things he stole. But maybe it's setback, but he's gonna get back, and we're worried that goes down his goal.
My thinking was that the officer put some sort of spell on the bride, and that's why the sailor got his heart broken. That's what I think.
Oh,
is that right?
Like you do, to fix it, we'll take some strange things. To test it, we ask you questions 3. You do clues, ends of the mystery. The officer, bride, and the sailor all died. Questions surrounded in doubt. The lover, the pawn, the devil are gone. Murphy, you figured it out. And there's too much, the foolish boss. Find tracks in hidden vaults. You may think you are done, but it's all just begun. It's time for the ghostly debut. So say trick or treat, cause there's a goal to defeat. And Murphy, we hope that you do. Or guess what? You'll have to lie to me.
Wait, what?
Till.
That was a pretty cool song.
I was back in Bellemore Manor, and although it was better than being dead, I didn't know what was awaiting me.
Still got all my stuff. That's good. Aaron. Okay, I was going to check the doors.
Who wanders to this ghostly trick? The prey that prays it will be quick. Do not blame that final try, for once he's in, he's sure to die.
Another ghost? Oh, this can't be good.
Welcome back to Bellemore Manor, Mr. McCallan. My name is Cordelia Lockett. I do hope I haven't scared you.
To be honest, I've had my fill of ghosts for today. Perhaps I should be running along.
I'm afraid you'll need to come with me. There is someone you need to meet.
Who?
Miss Bellemore.
You know, I don't think that would be such a great idea. We met twice already this evening, and I don't think she's taken much of a liking to me. What with throwing me off a balcony and pulling me into a spirit pool. Attempt to kill me once? Shame on you. Attempt to kill me twice? Shame on me, you know? I'll just go. It'll be like I was never here.
It's too late for that, Mr. McCallan. I really must insist.
What have I gotten myself into?
Miss Bellemore, Mr. McCallan is here to see you.
I don't see anyone. I'm terribly sorry, Miss Bellemore. I wasn't trying to steal from you. I didn't know anybody was still here. And then I've gotten deeper into things than I expected, and... Miss Bellemore? Why isn't she saying anything? Why is she crying?
This is all terribly exciting, isn't it? I'm afraid there's much more to this than you realize, Mr. McCallan.
Can she even hear me?
I don't think so, but keep trying to talk to her anyway.
What happened to her?
I can tell you all that I know, if you're brave enough to hear it.
I hope I am.
I was there on that night, all those years ago. And it wasn't Miss Bellemore who was to blame. The morning of the wedding, Mr. Rackham left a gift on Miss Bellemore's dresser. A small leather pouch with strange beads and strange markings. I shouldn't have been looking, but I saw her open it. It was black magic. Everyone had heard the rumours about Mr. Rackham, but I saw it with my own eyes. Miss Bellemore panicked. She threw the pouch into her music box, slammed down the lid to lock it, and threw the brooch into the fireplace. But it was too late. She was losing herself. I could see it in her eyes. Minutes later, she asked me to bring her fiancé to her room. It's bad luck to see the groom before the ceremony. She told him she didn't love him, but I don't think it was her speaking. He begged, he pleaded, his heart broke in two. He was devastated. I saw him head up the staircase to the balcony overlooking the garden.
That's who hanged themselves,
but
isn't
oh
it?
dear, I didn't know what he was going to do. That evening, her wedding to that evil Mr. Rackham began, but it didn't go the way he had planned. Just before Miss Bellemore's lips formed the words, "I do," I could see the forces battling inside her. The real love within her resisting the forged compulsion of Mr. Rackham's curse, staring into eyes that were not those of her true love. And that battle of good and evil exploded. Just like that, everyone in the house was gone, trapping us as ghosts to remain here forever. For more than 30 years she's been like this, her mind trapped in an eternal battle between the true love in her heart and the evil magic trying to control her. More than 30 years of never-ending heartbreak. And while Miss Bellemore is trapped in torment, do you realise what you've done? You've summoned all the ghosts in the house, including Mr. Rackham, that manipulator, that occultist, that devil, the cause of Miss Bellemore's suffering. He's once again free to pursue his evil deeds, because you released him.
If Abigail is under a spell, how is she able to attempt to kill me twice?
Well, it's never happened before. Maybe she's losing the fight against Mr. Rackham's curse, and the evil inside her is growing more powerful. Oh dear, it's almost too terrible to think about, isn't it?
Why is Rackham doing all this? What does he want?
He's after the same thing you are, the Bellemore treasure. But he's willing to do a lot more to get it, and he doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. I'd say he's a lot more committed than you are.
I have to do something. How can we stop him?
I'm afraid I don't rightly know, but Miss Bellemore might. She managed to break out of the spell once, just at the moment of the explosion when Mr. Rackham tried to carry out the wedding. Perhaps if you take her back to that moment, she might be able to break out of it again. To do that, you'll need to create a love antidote to Mr. Rackham's curse.
How can I create a love antidote?
Look in the mirror. In this reflection, she's as happy as she was on the morning of her wedding. And look, there in front of her, 4 wedding mementos and the echoed music of the wedding march, each one a touchstone of that final happy time. If you could gather those 5 things, perhaps we might bring her back to the moment she escaped the spell, even if just for a moment. There's something else you should know. Mrs. Craddock, the housekeeper, has announced that all wedding preparations are to resume upon the orders of Mr. Rackham. He plans to repeat the wedding tonight. You don't have long.
But what if I break her out of the spell and she is evil now?
I think you'll just have to take that risk.
Maybe I should go. Try to find someone who knows more about this.
Oh, don't you know? You're just as trapped within this house
Yeah,
as
I wondered
any
if that
of
might
us
be the case.
ghosts. Try the windows, try the doors. We all have 1,000 times. But it's no use. If you want to escape, she's your only hope.
That can't be true. I haven't died. I can't be trapped here forever like you.
In moonlight's glow, a spectral cell, and whispers of an eerie spell. No one hears his silent shout, for once he's in, he can't get out.
No amount of force or technique or desperate longing would open the door. Cordelia was right. I was trapped. And as I looked around at the house that held me, I felt both dead and alive at the same time. Both awake and in a dream, or a nightmare.
Ah, doors are opening.
The only way I could possibly free myself was to gather the 5 items to awaken the Ghost Bride, perhaps giving her a third and final opportunity to kill me.
That's a pretty bleak outlook, but I think we'll be fine. But we'll get into that next time, and then it's probably a good place to leave it here as we're about to head into an exploration of the manor for the first time. Yeah, looking forward to diving a bit further into this puzzle. I was quite pleased we managed to sort of decode those 3 questions and work out who was in each of the roles. I mean, I guess it wasn't that difficult. The only question in my mind was, you know, which one was the heartbroken one and which one was the pawn out of the sailor and the bride. I guess the other way, because the first time we were told the story of the wedding, I think it was said that the fiancé, the sailor, was the one who'd broken it off. But I don't know. It just seemed, the way things played out, it just made more sense to me if then she got married to someone else that night, that maybe she was the one under the spell. That's kind of how I reasoned that out. But it might have been other clues as well. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that. Looking forward to playing more. Hopefully you're enjoying it as well. And if you've enjoyed this episode, if you could hit that like button, that'd be fantastic. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game so far, the puzzles, the mystery, the story, the characters, the production values of the game. I think the character models themselves are a little bit, well, I mean, they're stylized, but I think they're not the highlight, whereas the backgrounds, the voice work, the animations, and all like the special effects and stuff, they're really cool. I mean, they seem like quite top tier for a point-and-click game. I'm quite impressed. But as I said, let me know your thoughts about the various aspects of the game. And a thank you as well to our channel members. It continues to be hugely appreciated how you guys are supporting Boring Dad Gaming. And if anyone else is interested in looking into those and gaining earlier access to videos, both in this series and in any of the other series I run on the channel, yeah, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.